Rosalinda Randall joins us now with how to be a good hotel guest. I'm always struck by, like, you're trying to sleep at the hotel, and then somebody decides to run the Indianapolis 500 down the hallway at like 1 a.m.
That's always bad news. So you are a civility expert, social and civility expert, just how to be a nice civil person. I want to say something to you quickly. Okay, when I'm at a hotel, there's an old rock and roll song by a band called the Black Crowes. It's called Hotel Illness. And he says, "This room smells like hotel illness. The scars I hide are now your business." The way I see that is, you go to a hotel room, you can do whatever you want and drop everything off there, and then house cleaning comes and takes care of it. But you're saying, no. Don't do that.
You shouldn't, but you can. And if you're some rock star or wannabe and you can afford to pay for, letting you do anything you want, go for it.
Yeah.
But if you are going to indeed act like a rock star, then leave a tip. At least leave, $25 just, or at least $10 for each day if you're going to be a slob about it. Yeah, and there's certain things you can do. You mentioned hallway. That's one of the things, just after 10 o'clock at night or so, because a lot of people do travel on business, or they're there for funerals.
Right.
You don't know. Keep your children from running down the hall. And I know so many times parents are vacation parenting, meaning
so everything goes, do whatever you want.
I need a break too, so go for it, kids. And that really isn't the case. But the reason people, I think, continue to do it is, one, it's a choice. You want to be inconsiderate, you can be inconsiderate. But who's going to say anything to you? You might get a little call from the front desk, meekly asking you to please calm down. Well, you're going to do it again later. So it really comes down to an individual decision to be considerate, because you are sharing this. You're right, it is not your home.
Right. Although if you might have a guest like me next to you, I will tell your kids to be quiet.
Ken will
I'm that
come
old
over
man.
there.
I will come out. Hey! Get back in the room.
What about women traveling, and especially traveling alone? You got some tips for that?
Yeah, I do a lot of that myself. And the things that I have learned is, one, when you're checking in or when you make your reservation, make it under 2. It doesn't cost you any more, so they think that there are 2 people. When you are checking in, if they go one key or 2, in fact, I was asked that yesterday. Oh, 2 keys, please. My husband or my sister will be joining me later. When I enter and leave the room, I pretend there's someone in there. I'll be back in a second, honey. Or, oh, you're taking a nap, sorry. Just as I'm entering and leaving the room. Other tips is, don't accept an adjoining room. It's a lock, but no, not on the first floor, maybe second to third floor. It's easy to break in. And also, if you want to open your curtains, you feel more comfortable up on the top floors. Some people say wear a wedding band, but that can also be intriguing to some people, so or irrelevant to some people. One other thing, and no judgments here, but don't get drunk. You're alone. You have no backup buddy to watch you, to get you back to where you're supposed to be. So those are a few of the top rules. And also with, I don't want to mention the companies, but those companies you call on the app and they pick you up and drive you places. Take a picture of the license plate. That is something, and remain in contact with your loved ones so they know what you're up to.
Where you're going and all that stuff.
And then the last thing, something I never do because I just don't think it's very clean, poolside etiquette at a hotel. How do you handle yourself if you're at the hotel pool?
One thing, and I saw this yesterday, is wear a suitable swimsuit, especially if it's, either way, family friendly, preteen boys or girls, depending on what you're wearing. And you might make, if you're traveling on business, it might be awkward. That's one thing. Don't use the pool if you have oozing sores, you need to urinate, your room's too far, or that's your shower for the day. And also, if you're playing games, some people travel in groups or with the family and they've taken over the pool. That's great if no one else is there, but once people start arriving, move it to a corner, or you can't play your game, or invite them to play. Just some of the things.
These things seem like there's common sense, just like being considerate, but it's amazing how you have to remind everyone that we would like these things. We're living in a society, people.
Yes, and a final thing that I'd like to say is, treat the staff with respect. Don't go in with your pompous attitude, especially if you're a 5-star hotel. You expect a certain service. You want to act a certain way. Fine. But using the please and thank you one will get you a lot more than you even ask for. But they are not your servants. They are there to provide a service for you. Very different attitude.
Good point. Rosalinda Randall, who is a civility expert, social skills and civility expert, telling us how to be a good hotel guest. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Be like Johnny Appleseed. Spread your knowledge
There
and
you
seeds
go.
across this world. Make it more civil, please.
Do not be like Led Zeppelin back in the 70s.
We need your help. It's hot outside.